This time I will review all the Harry Potter games on PlayStation 1. All two of them. And the big question about now is, does it make any sense to review two games at once? But let me answer my own question. Yes, it does. You know, these two games are so identical to each other that it's completely pointless to review them separately. But let's continue with the details. The first Harry Potter game that was released was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It was released on PlayStation in 2001 and it was developed by Argonaut Games. It was also released on many other platforms. Here comes the list. PlayStation 2, Xbox, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, PC, Mac, and Nintendo GameCube. Oof. But let's continue with the next game. The next Harry Potter game was Harry Potter and the Chaber of Secrets. It was released on PlayStation 1 in 2002 and it was also developed by Argonaut Games. And this game was also released on many other platforms. And here comes the list again. PlayStation 2, Xbox, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, PC, Mac, and Nintendo GameCube. These games belong to a category called Action Adventure. In both games, the main objective is to run errands,
let's see if you can get these blasted gnomes out of my pumpkin patch,
to do missions,
Hagrid said to follow the spiders,
and to go to lessons.
Welcome back to my herbology class, Harry.
There are also these little funny objects to collect in both games. There are Betty Bots, every flavor beans, and wizard cards. In these games, the controls are exactly the same, but they're also kinda unique. Moving around is good enough. It could be better, but nobody's perfect. But especially when playing Quidditch, moving around can be a real pain in the ass. But let's have a closer look at the controls. X does all these spells. Square opens doors and stuff. Triangle gets you into this cool first-person mode. And in normal gameplay, circle does absolutely nothing. R1 activates this so-called target lock system. L1 deactivates it. And last but not least, L2 and R2 move the angle of the camera. But have you noticed one thing? There is no jump button. But how can you jump if you don't have any button for it? Well, here's how it happens. You'll just have to run near an edge, and then Harry jumps automatically. Yeah, that's a pretty good system. But you know what would be better? To have the freaking jump button. Damn! In these games, you don't have any stages or levels to pass. Instead, you have this one big area that you can wander around. And also, in these games, there ain't going to be a lack of action or something like that. Because some of the time you can run errands, some of the time you can run or in this case fly for your life. Sometimes you can go to lessons. Sometimes you can play Quidditch. Sometimes you can just wander around the castle. And if you still don't have anything else to do, you can just go and talk to portraits.
I'm warning you, don't come through here. Go away.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. These games ain't boring at all. In both games, you have these tiny objects to collect. You have Bertie Bott's every flavor beans and wizard cards. In both games, wizard cards are so-called bonus stuff, and you can collect them if you want to. In Philosopher's Stone, the Bertie Bott's every flavor beans open portraits that lead to secret areas. But in Chaber of Secrets, the beans work like money.
You have 50 every flavor beans.
In Chaber of Secrets, you have also got this weird report cards, and it's an easy way to see how many lessons have you passed so far. And you've also got this so-called folio magi. There you can see how many wizard cards you have collected. In these games, you can't just run from place to place, because some of the doors are locked. You can open them by using levers or switches. Pretty simple stuff. You have also a large variety of enemies in these games. You have snails, even bigger snails, spiders, giant rats, moving suits of armor, another kind of moving suits of armor, trolls, washing machines, bees, lawnmowers, and floating eyeballs. And enemies means a possibility to die. Harry's life bar is in the upper left corner of the screen. You can increase his health by eating these chocolate frogs or by drinking these Wiccanweld potions. But if you still happen to lose all your health and die, you will start from an invisible checkpoint. And you have also unlimited continues. I guess that's a good thing. I've got to say that these games are pretty easy. There is actually a constant lack of challenge all the time. You should be able to choose your difficulty, then everybody would be happy. But now, these games are ridiculously easy. And another bad thing about these games is that in Chaber of Secrets there is absolutely no improvements. I mean, when you compare Philosopher's Stone to Chaber of Secrets, you notice that there ain't any differences between them. It feels like you're playing the exact same game. And that's not the way how the sequels work. There should be improvements, or something like that. But no, they are the exactly same bad graphics, the same confusing controls, the lessons work the same way, Quidditch is as shitty as in the first game, and the missions are very similar. That's why these games feel so extremely identical. I don't know why, but these games are kinda weird.
Harry Potter mustn't stay at Hogwarts.
Yeah, there are actually pretty stupid parts in these games. Let's take this for example. Here you're supposed to get away from this tunnel because there's a train coming. But you actually get out of the tunnel several times. But look what happens now. You go back in the tunnel. Why? Why is that? But look what happens at the end. You idiots! You got out of the tunnel like 5 or 6 times. But now you celebrate it. Damn bastards. There is actually another weird thing in this tunnel part. But wait. Are those traffic lights? What? Traffic lights? Traffic lights in a railway tunnel? What is going on? This blows my mind. Traffic lights in a railway tunnel. But let's continue. There is also this pretty creepy stalker in these corridors with his camera. Don't you hate it when you're chilling at Hogwarts, minding your own business, and then oh my fucking god, a midget comes out and takes you a picture? There is also this pretty weird thing that happens in Philosopher's Stone. When you have completed this game, the only thing that you're allowed to do is to see your wizard cards. Yeah, that's a good card. Yeah. Ah, how beautiful colors. Oh, that's a good one. But you know what happens when you close the book? You get this creepy laugh. Wait a minute. Who is laughing? Why is he laughing? And why does he have to laugh straight in my face? Harry Potter, Philosopher's Stone and Chaber of Secrets aren't so ordinary action-adventure games. They are kinda weird. Both these games have kinda confusing controls, constant lack of challenge, and they are very, very identical. But still, the objectives are interesting and the minigames are fun to play. So in a scale from 1 to 10, these games would be 6.
Rakkaat oppilaat, kuulkaa miehen tuskaa. Höristäkää korvia ja kuulkaa miestä mustaa. Tänään piti vuokrasopimuksen luukusta tippua, mutta herra Harry Potter hoiti sen päin vittua. Sen takia kaikki joudumme nyt syyniin, ja tylypahka tää meidän, se joutuu myyntiin. Tänään piti vuokrasopimuksen luukusta tippua, mutta herra Harry Potter hoiti sen päin vittua. Haista Harry vittu!